Okay, today we're going to be creating a compass here in our Make Code website using our Microbit. So first I'm going to come over here and click on my new project, and I'm just going to call this compass, and I'm just going to call my compass 3. And yes, it will open up my new project window. And yes, you'll see that I am using blocks right now. And what I'm going to do here with my compass so that I can determine north, south, east, and west, and I want it to do it all the time, so I'm going to use my forever block. So I'm going to trash out my on start. Now, first thing we're going to need to do, we're going to need to create a variable called degrees. So I'm going to come over here to the left to my drawers. I'm going to click on variables, and I'm going to make a variable. The variable I'm going to call is degrees. Click my OK. As always, once you create that variable, you then get some new blocks here. And the new block that I'm going to be using is set degrees to. So this top one, I'm going to be using that set degrees to. And what I'm going to be using that set degrees to is I'm going to be using a compass heading degrees. So, and that's going to be as part of my input drawer. So I'm going to go up here to my input drawer. And then I'm going to come down here to my compass heading degrees. So obviously that'll allow me to determine the degrees to determine north, south, east, and west. So right now I have forever says set degrees to compass heading degrees. Alrighty. So now I'm going to have to do some comparison. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using my logic, and I'm going to be using that if else block. So I'm going to take that out, put that up here. And since I'm doing a comparison, I'm going to grab another logic, and the comparison I'm using is the less than. So I'm just going to pull this out so you can see me work through this. So what I'm going to do is compare degrees. So I'm going to need to go back over here to my variables, and I'm going to get that variable called degrees. I'm going to place that in my first circle there. So right now it says degrees is less than, and the percentage I'm going to, or the degrees I'm going to use it as is 45 degrees. So it says degrees is less than 45. And I'm going to slide that up here where it says true. There we go. So right now it says if degrees is less than 45, then I'm going to be showing a string that is going to be identifying north. So to show a string, I need to come to basic. We're going to click on show string. And I'm going to remove that hello, and I'm just going to type in a capital N for north. Okay. So now next, I'm going to move to my next directional piece, which is going to be my east. So I need to put another logic comparison in here. And in order to do so, you're going to notice this little plus sign. That's going to give me that option there. So I'm going to click on the plus sign, and you're going to notice it adds that little triangle piece there. So I'm going to go over here to my logic, and I'm going to, again, grab my less than comparison. And again, I'm going to be getting my degree variable. I'll place that in the first circle. So now I have degrees is less than, and in this case, I'm going to use 135 degrees. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to place that inside that little hexagon there. So right now it says else if degrees is less than 135, and then as we said, we're going to use a show string to show east. So I'm going to come up here, show string, and this time I'm going to replace the hello with a E for east. Okay. Next, I get again, click on my little plus symbol there. That'll give me another hexagon there. And I need to get another logic comparison. And I'm going to use another less than. Again, grabbing a variable, getting my degrees, and it's going to go in the first circle. And in this case, I'm going to be using 225 degrees. And this is going to be utilized for my south. Place that inside there. Again, get another show string. I'm going to place that in there, and this is going to show south. So I'm going to put my capital S in there. All right, I got to get another one up here. And again, we're going to get another logic. And this logic is going to be for utilizing my west. So again, get that degrees in there. And if it is less than 315 degrees, 315 degrees, and this will be used for west. Sorry about that. There we go. And again, I got to get that show string. This will be utilized for west. So I have my north, east, south, and west. Now, if it's what's going to happen here, if it's not going to show up as our east, or south, or west, we're going to have to place another show string, and we're going to utilize that north again. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to put it right in here. So that's going to do it for my code, but let's test it out over here in our simulator. So if it is less than 90 degrees, okay, so if it's at less than 90, you're going to notice it's pointing to east. So let's say if I bring it to, let's say 194, it is now going to bring it into my category of south. Let's swing it around a little bit. If it is at that 278, which fits in that 315 realm, it is showing west. And then obviously I can bring it back up here to this top zone, and it's going to show my north directional piece. So again, try your code here using your simulator and make sure that it works. Once you're all done, you want to save it, and then you're going to download it onto your Microbit and give it a try again on your Microbit. All right, hopefully this helps out for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.